9-year-old Holly Wilson didn't think following fashion could be a danger to her health.
Holly was just sitting in front of the heater, and the next minute the jacket had melted on her back. Well, she felt a hole, and when she took the jacket off, it just melted. If it was a younger person that hadn't felt that, you wouldn't think to sort of feel at the back, they could have done some real damage.
What happened to Holly's jacket raises an interesting point about the safety standard of New Zealand kids' clothes. With nightwear, there's strict mandatory rules in place governing the fabric and design of the clothes they're wearing, but there's no such rules in place for the clothes they wear throughout the day.
It is a concern because children are active and they do spend a lot of time in the home around heaters and hazards such as fires, so it is obviously a concern.
I just can't believe that there's no warnings. I just can't believe it.
A piece of clothing like this is a particular danger. While it looks like baby's pyjamas, it is in fact day wear, therefore it doesn't have any of the safety labels or come under any of the mandatory standards. So if in doubt, check for the labels.
When they go into a retail shop, they should be looking at the orange label for dressing gowns and nightgowns, nighties, those sort of things that have the low fire danger label in them. And with the red label, this is usually pertaining to pyjama type things, and it warns people of the flammability of the material.
Holly wasn't hurt, but what happened to her jacket shows how quickly a disaster could happen. She was in front of the heater for only around 5 minutes. The Ministry of Consumer Affairs has just released its Don't Hug a Heater warning. It says you should stand at least half a metre away from heaters, and an even safer option is to use a fire guard as a physical barrier. Most tellingly, it reminds that almost all fabrics are flammable. As well as the fabric, the fit of children's clothing can also spell the difference between smouldering and safe. A loose shirt like this can in fact promote any potential fire hazard by allowing air between the skin and material. Kids' clothing retailers are only too aware how tough standards for nightwear are.
Did you want that one?
The New Zealand standards have set regulations that the chest measurement for a child's nightie must be to a certain specific width, and the hem width must be under a specific measurement. Now, it's specifically designed so that if a child is standing in front of a fire, it won't catch fire and ignite. And even the lace edging must be under 1.5 centimetres. And it's, you know, the Commerce Commission will come through, look at our clothes and measure it, and if it's over 1.5, then we have to take the whole lot off the shelves.
So, some basic safety tips for kids' night and day wear. Polyester, nylon and wool are the slowest to burn. Avoid loose-fitting clothing. As well as burning quicker, it's more prone to catch on any naked flame. And look for night clothes with cuffs around the ankles and wrists.
And if you sew your kids' clothes yourself, then check with the fabric retailer to make sure that the fabric is safe for its intended use. Next up, Ian has the tip of the week.
Getting mildew off shower curtains is dead easy. Just spray it with a 50-50 mix of bleach and water and then wipe it off. Then rinse it with fresh water. Nothing to it. Nylon shower curtains require special treatment because they might be damaged by the bleach. Pop them in your washing machine with a couple of good woolly towels. There we go. Add half a cup of detergent and half a cup of baking soda. Add a cup of vinegar to the rinse cycle. Ta-da. And stop it before the spin cycle. Hang it out immediately. Hang the shower curtain sideways so that the water can drain out of the hem. And if you're in Wellington, you may need some extra pegs. Straight after a shower, wipe down the glass door with a rubber squeegee. And if you've got a soap build-up, clean it off with white vinegar. Speaking of soap, if you want to get good value for your money, always buy it in bulk and store it out of its plastic wrapping. The surface will harden and the cakes will last much longer.
And after the break,
I'm leaving. This is the worst motel I've ever been to.
Oh, I see. Well, that'll be $60 plus a $5 cancellation fee.
and we hear back from our electricians.